Welcome to Outside the Jungle, the only show about your Fort Wayne Komets. I'm your host, Shane Albarani, and after a week off, we have tons to talk about, including player signings. We also have some highlights. We also have more Komets Trivia, and of course, as always, some Bob Chase to get you through the show. But before we get to all that, let's get to our interview this week. Forward Matt Boudens. Boudens will be back with the Komets next season after a terrific rookie campaign that saw him pick up 10 goals and 94 penalty minutes, and he quickly became a fan favorite. So we'll talk to Matt right after this.
Season tickets for the 69th season of Komet Hockey are on sale now. No lines, no fees, no hassles, and all the fun. Right now, you can save up to 25% off walk-up pricing on prime seat locations. See every home game and receive exclusive season ticket holder benefits like ticket exchange nights, future season location upgrades, and discounts on souvenirs and merchandise. Act now to save big and join the greatest fan base in the ECHL. Call the Komet office or visit komets.com/tickets and join the crowd.
All right, Matt Boudens, he is back. How does it feel to be a Komet for another year, man?
Oh, it feels awesome with everything going on right now in the world. Pretty crazy, and it's kind of given something for us to look forward to. And obviously, the way we ended last year with everything going on, it was a tough way to end the year, and obviously under the circumstances. But no, definitely with everything going on, something to look forward to. And I wish I could throw on the skates right now and get out there, jump on the ice in the jungle in front of our fans.
And have you been able to get on the ice at all, or are you?
I'm from a small town, Pembroke, Ontario, so we're about an hour west of Ottawa. So there's been a few rinks that have opened up for the pros in Ottawa, but I haven't made my way down there yet. We got a couple guys here from Pembroke that are playing a high level of hockey that I've been able to train with the last couple of weeks with the restrictions and whatnot. So there's been a local track here at the high school, and we've just been putting in our work there, but looking forward to getting on the skates here pretty soon.
Yeah, I think we all will be ready for it. So we're happy you're back, and was it an easy decision to come back?
Oh, for sure. I said when I left there last year, obviously the way it went and during our exit meetings, I didn't know what kind of opportunities were going to arise throughout the summer. But I told my message was to David, Legs, and Benny was that I wanted to come back, and I love my time there. That was it's almost like a teaser. We didn't get to finish our season, the first pro season, and up and down with Chicago, some great experiences. And I'm really excited to I hope everything goes well and can start in October, late in October there, and get the team together, because it's exciting times seeing the names and guys signing. And I got a couple ex-teammates that I played with out at school, and they're going to be joining us for their first professional season. So it's really exciting, really, really exciting.
Yeah, Matt Murphy and Marcus Mciver, two old teammates of yours at the University of New Brunswick. Now, how important were you to the recruiting efforts for these guys?
I mean, I think I was just a connection there. I know Ben, Legs, and David kind of had their eyes on those two guys following this year, kind of following their career, and I think they were actually going to join us there for a little playoff run to end the season if their season ended up finishing. Unfortunately, they were actually at their national championship event being hosted in Halifax, and it was canceled. So they got a bitter taste in their mouth from last season too. So there was interest from our coaching staff, and I think I was just able to share my opinion on how much I enjoyed Fort Wayne and how I was treated, and the trust I had with the coaching staff and the organization. So I think that might have helped, but they're really excited for the opportunity to come down to Fort Wayne and start their professional careers.
So what did you tell them about Fort Wayne?
I told them honestly just about my experiences, the coaching staff, how we're treated as players. I think that's the big thing, the respect factor from top to bottom in the organization. Similar feel to where I went to school, kind of a family, tight-knit family. There's history behind the organization. You see the familiar faces every day, and it's fun running into guys like you around the rink. And yeah, it's a tight knit family. I think that's something I talked to Marcus and Matt about, was what kind of culture they're coming into, and I think that excited them, coming from a similar program at UNB. Obviously, it's the university, you're playing in the U sport, but I think for them this is kind of their next step, and I'm really glad they chose to come throw on the orange, white, and black with us.
Now, did you tell them about, what it was like to be a pro? Because last year was your first pro season. They're going into their first pro season, so obviously it's a little bit different.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, both those guys are D-man, but playing with them for 3 years, I get to know them really well. And yeah, I mean, just the regular questions, the different schedule coming from school where you're playing 30-some games a year, depending on playoffs and national championships and exhibition games. But yeah, just kind of the transitions into pro. Anything I can help them out with, little questions here and there. But I think they're two guys ready for pro hockey, and they're really excited too. I've been in touch with them almost every day here, and it's been a long time coming, kind of getting these deals signed. So I'm glad we're all able to get the pen to the paper and make it official. And I think they're just excited as me, even though I'm coming back as a second year. But it's really exciting to have them join us here and play for the Komets.
Yeah, the Komets are actually a little bit ahead of the game as far as signing go. You got going to have a lot of teammates from last year on the team: Sean Sadlowski, Anthony Petrozelli, AJ Jenks. Have you talked to any of those guys yet?
Yeah, I sure did. Whenever they were, I think, our coaching staff with AJ and Sean, and their history, not only with Fort Wayne but in the league. Two prominent players, a couple legends of the coast. I think they both reached out to them, and I think everyone kind of seen the pieces we were bringing back, and if we could help them, help bring in some talent, I think everyone wanted to make us better. So I remember the original signings. I knew that Jenksy, Sid, and Petey were coming back, and you look at some core guys. I mean, Hawsey, we got some great guys coming back. I think I really enjoyed my time there. Obviously, we're going to be missing some guys, but with the guys coming back, it's exciting. We had a tight group. We were close last year, and like I said, I think we were kind of just getting ready for a run. Our team was kind of putting everything together. I think we had some ups and downs throughout the season, but we were kind of starting to hit our stride whenever we got season got canceled with everything going on. Yeah. But I think that's just motivation for this year. That everyone have a big summer and kind of work your tail off and be ready for whenever we do start up.
And the Komets signed Blake Siebenthaler, a Fort Wayne native, and you guys, I was going through the highlights, and you guys dropped the gloves at one point last season. So hopefully you guys will be able to get along when you get into the dressing room.
Yeah, it's funny you said that. I was talking to our equipment manager, Skylar Garver, last year, and yeah, coming into the league, I mean, other than maybe some guys I played against in Major Junior out of the Quebec League, and then a few guys from school that are in the league, I don't know a whole lot about the guys in the league. So I had no idea he was from Fort Wayne. Skylar told me after he had about 30 people in the stands, and he was telling me who the guy was. And then, sure enough, this summer, Skylar, we were just chit-chatting. I gave him a shout, actually, when I was coming back from getting my dog, and he had shared the information that we were signing him. And no, I remember playing against him. He was a big, smart, puck-moving D-man, had a good shot, could skate. So, no, there's no ill will there. And maybe I owe him a beer the first time I see him, but I don't think there'll be any issues there. So we're happy to have him, especially being a Fort Wayne native. I think that's pretty special for him to come back to his hometown and be able to play pro hockey there. We're thrilled to have him. And you and Kyle Haas, two guys who dropped the gloves. And last year we had that rule, the 10 fight rule, and then it was suspension. You were getting really close there at the end of the season, weren't you? I know me and Ozzy were both picking our spots there towards the end of the year. We wanted to be a little careful with the fight cap, but I think if we would have known we only had a few games left, I think we would have tried to max it out. But I'm really excited there. I've been talking to Ozzy quite a bit throughout the summer, and yeah, I'm thrilled he's coming back. You always feel a little bigger and stronger when he's on the ice or beside you on the bench. So I think that's huge, and he's a great guy on and off the ice. Everyone loves him. So I was thrilled to have him back, and yeah, the sheriff's back in town.
Yeah, and you and Hauser played against each other in college, and you said that was one guy. I was glad he's on my side now.
Yeah, I fortunately didn't have to play against him in college. He went to the University of Windsor, so we were he was out of division for out of conference for us, but I did have the opportunity to play against him in Major Junior when he was down in Moncton, and yeah, I never looked forward to lining up against them, and I'm glad we're wearing the same colors here now.
And you had, going back to last year, we talked about this on the podcast last year, that you had one of the greatest pro debuts of all time. 2 goals, a fight, a match penalty. I mean, you were immediately a Fort Wayne favorite right there on your debut.
Well, yeah, I was fortunate the way the game went. I would have liked an extra period to maybe finish off what I started, but it was I was really excited. I mean, you get nerves coming from school. That's your first professional game. I was able to get a couple exhibition games in Ontario, but I knew in that home opener that I wanted to make a name for myself, and I was fortunate how it went. Like I said, the fans were awesome there. It's pretty easy to get up when you're coming out of the rink, and I remember our home opener. I'll never forget that. I mean, the building was electric, and I think that's one thing I shared with the boys. We had some good fans in Fredericton. We were maybe putting 2,000 to 2,500 in the building, so I think they were pretty excited too. And I shared them kind of the support we have from Fort Wayne, and I know they'll be ready to make a name for themselves come the opening night in the jungle, and I'm looking forward to that too.
Now, in the quarantine here, did you say you got a new dog?
I did, yeah.
And the Hauser got one too. So you guys are connected there. You guys got puppies.
Yeah, it's a funny story. With all the restrictions in Canada right now, there's been some provincial borders closed off, and I was getting my dog out of province, so I wasn't going to be able to travel. And with everything going on, I was just trying to find a means of travel for the dog to get back to come back to Pembroke. And fortunately, I had a friend traveling through the provinces, and Kyle was able to pick up Bo on the weekend. And when he was there, he ended up finding out there was another puppy in a litter that was still available. So yeah, we're planning on living together when we come down to Fort Wayne. And we actually, I guess they're stepbrothers. They share the same father, but they got two different moms. So yeah, it'll be, they haven't met one another yet either, just through the FaceTimes and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to getting down there, and it should be a busy household there with the two puppies. Oh,
well, you and Haas are rooming together. That's going to be trouble.
No, I had a few roommates last year with how our roster kind of was going throughout the year, but yeah, I'm really excited. Whenever I found out he was coming back, and I said, let's get a spot together, and then the puppies just ended up being on the back burner, and no, it's going to be awesome. So.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you coming on with me, and we're all happy that you're back.
Hey, Shane, I appreciate that, buddy. I can't wait to see you in person and get back to Fort Wayne and have a chat with you, buddy.
That's right. Me too. All right, brother. Thanks a lot.
All right. You take care and stay safe.
You too. Matt Boudens, everyone. So glad he is still on our side. And if you want to hear more about Matt Boudens, check out episode number 28 of the Huntington University Komets podcast. You can find that on Komets.com under the fan zone, or go to Apple Podcasts. Now, on to player signings. It has been a busy couple of weeks for the Komets, so let's get right to it. The Komets have re-signed defenseman Olivier Galipeau. Galipeau skated 55 games with the Komets last season, scoring 8 goals and adding 26 assists to lead all Komet defensemen with 34 points. The 23-year-old capped off his second pro season by being named the Komets Defenseman of the Year. And also, Liam Murphy, who played 5 seasons in the QMJHL and won a Memorial Cup alongside Olivier Galipeau, is now signed with the Fort Wayne Komets. The 6'1 forward collected 121 points, 64 goals, and 57 assists during his entire junior career. Last season with Concordia University, Murphy scored 6 goals in 19 games. Next up, we have some highlights from November 30th as the Komets battled the Cincinnati Cyclones in another classic Central Division showdown. Then we play along with some Komets Trivia, and it's coming up right after this.
Season tickets for the 69th season of Komet Hockey are on sale now. No lines, no fees, no hassles, and all the fun. Right now, you can save up to 25% off walk-up pricing on prime seat locations. See every home game and receive exclusive season ticket holder benefits like ticket exchange nights, future season location upgrades, and discounts on souvenirs and merchandise. Act now to save big and join the greatest fan base in the ECHL. Call the Komet office or visit komets.com/tickets and join the crowd.
And the Komets come across the line. Right side, McKenzie, drop back pass. Shot, score!
Good move.
1-0 Komets. 8th of the season. Brady Shaw already has 25 points this season. Back behind the net. Ross held up on the play up top of the blue line. Here's a shot. Score!
There you go from the point.
Blue line. Marcus Phillips ties the game.
Comes at 9-11. Tie it up and come right back.
Yeah, Morasti, he's the one who's going to get it. Near side up top of the blue line. Here is a shot. It's blocked by the Komets. Oh, Cole Keeler.
Knee came up and was able to grab onto it, pull it out of the air. Got the whistle. There it is again.
Corner, Morrison back after it. Morrison now cutting to the net. Backhander. Scored!
There it is.
Oh! Brad Morrison with the backhander ends it. And the Komets win it 3-2 in overtime. The streak continues. Make it 4 for the Komets.
Attaboy. Good goal.
It is Komets Trivia time, and our contestant here tonight is Austin, and he is all fired up and ready to go. I can tell it by the look in his eyes right now.
Yeah.
Focused. All right, Austin, this is how the game is played. You get 5 questions. 2 of them are, first 2 are pretty easy, then they kind of get hard after there. But I will give you some hints, and you get extra time to answer the 5th and final one, which is always the toughest. Have you accepted the challenge?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Question number 1. Again, this is an easy one. Who was named the Komets MVP last season?
Oh, man. I'm going to have to say... Was it Sean Sidlowski?
No, it was Brady Shaw. So close. Brady Shaw, 27 goals, 35 assists, 62 points. Has not re-signed with the Komets so far. All right. Second question. The Komets won the President's Cup in 2012 when they were a member of the Central Hockey League. Who did they beat to win the Cup that year?
2012, huh? 2012.
It's a team we still play.
Okay. To win the Cup, I'm going to have to go with Kalamazoo Wings.
Nope, it was the Wichita Thunder. The Thunder.
All right. Thunder, gotcha.
Komets won that best-of-7 series 4-1. All right, now, here is the third question. We get a touch harder, so hopefully you're going to catch up to us, Austin.
I'm hoping so, man. I'm hoping so.
Who has the nickname Mr. Komet?
Mr. Komet.
He was one of the original Komets. His banner hangs from the rafters. Or number 16.
Oh my gosh, I'm drawing such a huge blank. Is it is it Long?
Yes, it's Eddie Long.
All right.
Yes, you got that one.
All right.
So you didn't get the easy ones, but you're getting the harder ones.
Yeah.
Okay, Lee Schrock, approved.
All right.
Okay, now, fourth one. Now, this is a multiple choice. Okay?
Okay.
We're going to go back a little ways. We're going back to the 80s, my favorite decade, which the next question will also have to do with the 80s. But again, I'm here to help.
All right.
All right, Austin. 4 players in Komet history scored 4 hat tricks in a single season. Eddie Long, who we just talked about, Barry Scully, Ron Leaf, and Rob Moats. But only one of them did it twice. And here's your hint. His son currently plays in the ECHL.
Oh.
So you have Eddie Long, Barry Scully, Ron Leaf, or Rob Moats.
Could I get those one more time?
Eddie Long,
Yep.
Barry Scully, Ron Leaf, Rob Moats.
Is it Leaf?
It is Jackson Leaf.
All
Ron
right.
Leaf. I said Jackson Leaf is his son. Ron Leaf is the correct answer.
All right.
And Ron Leaf did that 2 years in a row, 82, 83, and then 83, 84. Wow, this is great. You're warming up.
Hey, I'll take it.
Just in time for the fifth and final question. And it has to do with this guy right here.
Oh, man. All right.
It has to do with icing. Okay. And you do get extra time. We give you the duration of one Kaylee Schrock fight to answer this question.
All right.
Okay. What other animal has served as the Komets mascot? It's an eagle now, but it was something else in 1988, and we'll give you some extra time.
Just going off like jerseys and logos, though. I mean, I don't really, nothing comes to mind, but was it the spaceman at one point?
No, that is not an animal, but good try.
Oh. Oh my goodness. All right.
So
Yeah.
it was, are you ready?
I'm ready.
A koala bear.
A koala bear.
I still
All
have
right.
the bumper stickers to prove it. Unbearably
That's
exciting. Comet hockey.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
clever.
would have never known that. Wow.
But thanks for playing, Austin. You got a couple right. Didn't get the koala bear, but that's okay.
All right. Thanks, Shane. Appreciate
Thanks a lot,
it.
Austin. The show is almost over, but we can't end the show without a little Bob Chase Classic.
On the face-off will be McDonough. Here it comes. Couturier gets the draw, coming out top. All the way up front. Drive to the net. Shot. Oh, into the corner. Couturier was there. Now pumped into the corner again. Now back up it comes. To the net. The shot. Wide. And another one as it's Savage with the puck. Up the middle. John Mark rips it. Shot. Save. Oh, and the rebound. Just pulled off in time by McDonough. Now back up nicely at center ice. Gruel takes the look. Couturier with the pass goes to the line. He fires. Oh, on the money. Picked up. Kept into the zone again by Wilkie. Down deep into the corner. Picked up by Savage. Savage can't play it. Wilkie turns it away. Couturier on the boards. Picks up his man. Savage got it. Couturier out front. Couldn't get a backhander out. After it, Willett, he's got it again. Dumps out front. A shot, Smith. Where'd that one go? Hard to tell. He's got it back. Can't play it. Now back through comes Smitty one more time. Up the middle. Komets have it. A drive at the net. A scramble for it, and it's up into the crowd. And I mean, they're giving Ing everything he can handle, and they're all over him right at the goal mouth. All right, Davey Smith now looks for it. Chapdelaine, a drive, knocked down front of the net. Here comes Smitty. Back out of the zone. Lead pass to Joel Savage. Savvy at the line. He's across the zone. All the way on the left side. Rolls by the check. Takes his man deep. Now around behind the net, Couturier. Couturier chased off one time. Far boards they come. Knocks his own man loose. Now up comes Dave Smith. Here's Savvy. That's the net. Front of the net. Oh, and Couturier Brigner tips another one home. Drives his man off again. Front of the net. Here he goes again. He's there. He fires. Save on the play. He's got it again. Couturier with it one more time. Out he comes. Drops it off into the corner. Far boards. Knocked down by Dave Smith. Smitty up front. Couturier tries. Can't do it. Picked up by Guidas. Dupuis got a shot on. Smitty front of the net. Couturier coming left side. Has it again. Holds his man off the puck. Trying to get to him. Chapdelaine couldn't do it. Here comes behind the net again. Komets have it. Here's Davey Smith off behind the net. Couturier. He is held up as he's tied up by Chapdelaine. It is Smith in the corner. Now we get it back to Savage. Savvy looks. Couturier's got to go wide. He's got it again. Here he comes out the near side. And looks. Cross ring. On the play now. Held in by Dupuis. Behind the net. Knocked down by Ruff. Ruff coming out of the zone. Knocked down again by the Komet defense. Dupuis. Turn to the zone. Up it comes all the way to center ice. Right into the Fort Wayne zone. I mean, there was a minute and a half. They never got out of their own end. Behind the net, Savvy. Boom, and they slide by Savvy's check into the slot. Open drive. Just went wide from Dave Smith. Kept in Dupuis. Right on the net again. Knocked down and back out they come. Broken up, sent to center ice, and here comes David Smith. Has help with Couturier. He looks. Feeds it up. Oh, and he had an open net and he missed it. Couturier back out to Smitty. Smitty up front. Another drive. Another save. Another shot. Another save. Komets. Another shot. Another save. Hanging on is Ding. To play hard, trying to get a man in front of the net. Look out behind the goal. Coming out of the zone, Komets. Hankinson up ice to Kelly Hurd. Hurd into the zone to Scotty Grohl. Scotty is there.
Here we are.
Shots. Oh, what a save from Archuk.
Well, there's the save of the game right there.
It is Kerry Lucic. Anderson now trying to force him. Lucic behind the net. John Anderson says, what are you going to do with it? Nicely up the middle. Turned out at neutral ice. Scotty Grohl's got it. Here comes Scotty. Oh, give it to him. Yes, into the corner. Savvy. He slid away from the break as he was rushed by Ruff and rolled off the punch, and here comes DeGray back out of the zone. All the way up to McDonough. Slides a soft pass to center ice, and back to play it now Lucic. Here's Kerry. Up the middle for Scotty Grohl. Scotty is in. He looks. Oh, score! Grohl! Hey! Things will subside enough so we can talk here, Robbie. This crowd just blew the roof off this place as Scotty Grohl gets the winner in overtime at 11-18.
That does it for another one. Remember to subscribe to the Komets YouTube channel and catch up on all the episodes. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you outside the jungle.